Welcome to this trauma-aware body scan. This meditation will help you cultivate a level of comfort and confidence in bringing your attention inward to your body and its sensations. Body awareness is essential to healing from trauma, and it can also be really challenging. So if you find that it's difficult to remain calm during this meditation, if your breath or heart rate increase, please know that this is a normal part of healing. You can stop the meditation at any time and try again another day. Also, if you're finding that perhaps you're not ready yet for body awareness, please try my meditation for cultivating resource using the 5 senses. I'll drop a link into the description. For this practice, it's important for you to be as comfortable as you can possibly be, whether that's seated or lying down. Whichever position you choose, you can use pillows and blankets to support your body. If you're seated, perhaps a cushion under your sitting bones. If you're laying down, perhaps a pillow under your head or knees. Maybe even a blanket over the top of your body, as you might get a little chilly laying still for a while. Soften the shoulders, hands, and jaw. Allow the weight of your body to sink down into the floor, into the surface underneath you. At this time, you have permission to stop being productive. There's nothing you have to do, nowhere you have to go, and there are no expectations. There's nothing to achieve. All you have to do is try your best to be still in this moment and try your best to be present. You can keep your eyes open or closed, that's your choice. And there may be interruptions or distractions during this meditation, those within your own mind or those from outside sources, cars, appliances, etc. And staying present, even in the midst of distractions, without judging yourself for being distracted. Throughout this practice, we use the breath to move awareness through the body. You'll use the pace and depth of your breath as it comes naturally to you. Start by just seeing if you can move your awareness from the body into the breath, wherever you find the breath today. Moving from physical sensations of the body to the sensation of the breath, just allow the breath to begin to soften the body, inviting yourself to let go. This can be done as simply as noticing the sensations of the breath. What part of you moves when you breathe? How do you know that you're breathing? Where do you feel it? And where does the breath initiate? And just notice whatever's there without changing it or controlling it. And now invite yourself to sink a bit deeper into a state of relaxed awareness. Allow yourself to be present and try to let go of any impulses to move during this practice, unless you need to, only if you become uncomfortable. Then move as mindfully and slowly as possible. Just notice the sensation of the breath, the effortlessness of your breath, sensations that are held within it. Try to breathe your awareness all the way down to your feet, almost like you can breathe into and out of your feet, like your feet themselves are breathing. And how do you know your feet are there? How do you know you have toes, arches, heels? Noticing what sensations are alive in your feet in this moment. And if you can't feel things right away, or if your mind wanders off, don't worry, don't criticize. Every time you breathe in, just see what you can notice, even if you're noticing nothing. Every breath out, relax. Even if you're just relaxing little by little, try to visualize your feet and imagine what they look like. Just notice what's there and what isn't there. Maybe you can't feel your toes today, or you don't want to, and that's okay. It's just as important to know what no sensation feels like. You can notice what you can and cannot notice. And both of those are a part of who you are. You're an expert in your own body. Not judging or criticizing. As we breathe in, notice. As we breathe out, ask your feet to relax. Even saying the word relax. Muscles, bones, connective tissue, relax. Soles of the feet soften. And for the rest of the practice, this is what we'll do. We breathe in and we notice what we can notice, and we breathe out and relax. And bringing full attention to each breath in each moment, the best that you can. Allow the sensations to just be what they are. No trying to change them, no trying to control them in any way or create anything. Just breathe in and notice, breathe out and relax. If there's any part of your body you aren't ready to hold in awareness today, that's okay. You have permission to skip those parts. In the next breath, let's breathe up into the ankles and the low legs, the calves and the shins. Maybe notice what's touching the floor, your clothing touching your legs. Every time we breathe in, we try to notice the ever-changing state within the body. As we breathe out, we invite the area we're noticing to relax. And sometimes in the exhale, we might feel the area let go. Any tightness, holding, or just a dulling of sensation. And sometimes we don't feel anything at all. And sometimes nothing relaxes when we invite it. Both of those experiences are perfectly fine. The relaxation process is so subtle. It can be unnoticeable to the mind. We just set the intention. We make the invitation anyhow. We breathe in and notice, breathe out and relax. Just saying the word relax allows us to let go. And sending the invitation to your body to relax. So now we breathe up into the knees, the kneecaps and the back and the sides of the knees. Just noticing how the knees feel today, not trying to control how they feel or create any sensation. Just breathing into and out of the knees. Notice any aches or tightness and breathing it out. Even if the breath doesn't relax the area, that's okay. As we work our way up through the body, we get distracted by thoughts. Just as we have done in the past, we notice that we've been distracted. No reason to criticize or judge the distraction. Nobody knows but you. And just keep bringing the awareness back into the body as many times as you need to. Let the body guide you through the meditation. And breathe up now into the tops of the legs, the upper legs, fronts and backs. Just noticing what you can notice, and even noticing what you can't notice. Not letting that worry you in any way. We breathe in and notice what we feel. We breathe out and we relax. The practice of embodiment is so important, and you're the only one who can be in the sensations of your body. And we spend so much time in the mind. For now, just spending this amount of time noticing what the body feels like, what is alive in your stream of consciousness, opening up the dialogue again of endless changing sensations in the body, and allow yourself to just remain present. You might even imagine that your upper legs are breathing, that they can expand and contract with your breath. And then we breathe out and relax. And if there's any part of your body you're not ready to pay attention to today, that's okay. You can skip that part. And so we move now from the upper legs to the hips on the next breath. Breathing directly into the hips, the place where the legs meet the body, the sacrum, the low abdomen. Inviting all of this to soften, letting them go into the earth, allowing the self, allowing the body to relax and let go. We often hold a lot of tension in this space in the body. And if it's feeling particularly tight today, give it a breath. Give it that space, that relaxation, breathing into and out of the whole space of the hips and around the hips, allowing that tension to dissolve if you can. Over the course of the meditation, be aware of any thoughts, any feelings of non-acceptance. There may be a critical voice inside your head as you hear your breathing and as you breathe into and out of the body. Or maybe you're thinking about this meditation, maybe judging or criticizing it in some way. They are just thoughts, and thoughts arise on their own. Allow them to pass as easily as the breath does, and return back to the practice, willing yourself to just relax, giving yourself this time. You've chosen to give this time to this meditation. And even if there's some thought of non-acceptance, you still are choosing to be here. So just allowing that awareness to drift back into this moment. So the next breath, we breathe up into the low back, then noticing any tightness, warmth, coolness, or discomfort. We use the breath to relax this area. Breathing in, we notice. We don't try to change it. And breathing out, we relax. And can you sense the curve in the low back? The way your low back arches up away from the floor. If you're lying down, allow the low back to relax into the earth as you breathe out. Notice if the abdomen moves with the breath. Work your way into the mid-back and torso. Feel the expansion and contraction of the abdomen and the rib cage. Then, resting a few moments in the heart area, in the front of the heart area and the back of the heart. Noticing what you can notice as we breathe into the upper back, shoulder blades, collarbones, still following the same process, breathing in to notice and breathing out to relax and soften. Invite the shoulders to soften, the armpits, collarbones, shoulder blades, all the tension, the day's burdens, perhaps dissolving and leaving you as easy as the breath does. And even if on this occasion that's not happening, that's okay. All we're doing is setting the intention, allowing the body to consider the relaxation process, inviting with no expectations. And in your next breath, try to bring your awareness into the fingers, palms, backs of hands and wrists. Are your hands heavy or light? Sensing the position of the fingers in space. Can you breathe out the fingertips, around the wrists? Let each breath work its way up your arms, forearms, breathing in, noticing, breathing out, relaxing. Breathing in all around the elbows and into the upper arms now. Be totally present in each moment and just content to be where you are. Right here, right now, in this moment, in this time, in this body. breathing into and out of your arms, just noticing what's there, experiencing this part of your body just as it is in this moment. On the next breathing, breathe back up through the shoulders and into the neck. And feeling the space as you breathe in, the base of the throat, the curve in the back of the neck, the base of the head. Invite your breath to release any tension, holding, or tightness out with the breath. And moving your awareness into the back of the head. Maybe noticing where the head is resting on the pillow or on the floor, the ease of the scalp, the crown of the head, coming around the forehead and eyes, the temples, space between the eyes, cheeks, nose, upper lip, lower lip, jaw, tongue, the ears. Just notice. Letting your breath move through your head in whatever way feels most natural to you. And then through the whole body, from head down to toes and the heart out to the fingers, invite your whole body to rest in this state of relaxed awareness. It may even feel like the whole body is breathing, the whole body expanding in all directions on the inhale, and shrinking back into the center on the exhale. It may feel like every single cell in your body is breathing, receiving the breath, and then releasing tension as it releases the breath, allowing yourself to feel whole in this magical realm of stillness and calmness that you've created. Pause in silence, seeing that this stillness is part of who you are. Awake, aware, love, light. And before you go on with your day, make an intention, if you choose, to remember that this state of stillness, this state of peace, this calm awareness is within you always. The more often you visit, the easier it will be to find. Thank you for joining me, and please enjoy the rest of your day, you lovely human being. Namaste.